Hello, I'm Dave Ernst, or Dweehouse. I'm going to do a quick oil sketch for Inktober. So today's Inktober, it's October 1st, and the theme is crystal. So I did a quick pencil drawing of a crystal, and I just want to play around with oil brushes. I'm trying to emulate how oils look and feel, but doing it in Photoshop. We don't have the fresco digital emulation engine. I wish they'd incorporate that into Photoshop, but they haven't. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to spend maybe 30 minutes and try to do a really quick painting. Let's give it a try. All right, so here's my crystal painting, and yeah, we're just going to go for it. So let's see what we can do. Actually, I should have got it ready. I had some paper texture I was going to drop in the back. Maybe I'll add that later. I'll post this on my Instagram when it's done, and so if I do add the paper texture, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it really quick. There. Let's try this one. Actually, I don't really like that texture, but and it's even a little too small. But it's just going to be in the background, so I'm not too worried about it. Just gives us something kind of dark for in the background that we can paint on. Now what I've been doing is I've been painting in multiply and screen, and just basically using one color. I kind of want to make these sort of ruby crystals. So let's grab the oil brushes. If you haven't downloaded them, you can download the Kyle Webster mega pack of oil brushes, and I'm not sure which brush I want to use, but let's take and see what these look like. They're kind of nice. Let's get a slightly different color. Yeah, that has a nice oil feel. Yeah. And it blends nicely. Let's Command E to merge down, and then I'm gonna Command A, Command X, just clear that layer. And I just picked this one kind of totally at random, so I don't know what would be the best one to pick, but we'll see what results we get. Now, for the crystal, I kind of do want to cheat here and block off these shapes so that they're really actually, let's see, and Shift L will change to my polygonal lasso, and I can do this in points. So it looks do this first crystal shape, and then I'm going to Command H to hide that, and we'll go back to brush, and let's see, I'm thinking that the light will be coming from the right. And I should be able to kind of experiment with this first crystal. Just use the eyedropper instead of going back and forth. I'm just going to fill this in, I think. Now I've got a good base of red. And now I can start to play around with this. And then watch the clock here. I'm not sure that I'm feeling that. Let's see. That might be more the look I'm going for. I think I want a brush that can go big and small. Make a new layer, see if I can do that. Okay, this does that a little bit. Yeah, so let's try it on the correct layer now. Yeah. Let's get some real bright, just crazy bright red. In a medium size. Oh, now see, that's too intense, I think. I don't know. This one is really the kind of the focal point. I'm gonna stick with this color family, but I'm gonna come around and get a little bit of muted purple to add in here too. And what's nice about this is that I can always come back to that, because I kept that in my palette. I just really want to feel oily. think that's good. All right, so let's do some of these other shapes quickly. Spent 4 minutes on this one. So let's get the next shape. We're going to Command D for deselect. Elf, back for my lasso. Just come in here, click on this. It's okay for this to overlap a little. Command H and brush, which is B. I lost my color somehow, but I can just eyedropper. I have my pen here set to eyedropper. So eyedropper that, and we just come in here, something really bright. Maybe this is a good time to get a little bit of this purple in here. And black. Go black. And then white. Yeah, like it. And next, deselect. I'm just gonna do these as quickly as possible because I mean, it's Inktober, you know. It's not. I guess I can make it a little bigger for you. Can you guys see it? Okay. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. There we go. I don't know why it works sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, all right, so hide. Got too many finger commands and monitors going on. I like having this little bit of purple here. So we'll go back to brush, B, and I got enough colors in my palette now that I can probably eyedropper just off my own painting at this point. Although that's eyedroppering off my own painting is probably how I ended up with losing my colors. I think let's go lasso, pink, 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 pink. Of course, I could change this as I went too, but Command H. I'm all on one layer. B for brush. I think that's good. I want this to be really. I'm gonna have the light coming in from up here and off to the top right. So let's get this center. Dink, 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 dink. Oops, closed it, so I gotta add. If you use Option or Shift rather, can add to my selection. There we go. I think I got everything. If not, I can touch it up a little. And I'm going to come in with like an almost white color. We'll hide that. Command H. Go back to B for brush. Let's do some white. So you know I got that other color on there and I don't want that. I want to start with white. And then I can streak over it with some. So there we go. Nice. I see it's picking up some white. I almost need to get a different layer to clean that brush off. I actually kind of like that big black streak. That was not meant to be on there, but I think I like that. a lot. So we're just going to merge that down. And I was going to do some other stuff. Maybe I can try putting a little bit more white. Maybe just all the way across. Maybe a little bigger. There we go. I like that. I like that it has a little bit of dimensionality. Merge down. Option Shift N. Command Shift N. Which one is it? Command N. Oh, it's doing it over here and I can't see it. So let's try it again. Command Shift N. Yep. Command Shift N's new layer. Okay, so I'm happy with that crystal. Let's move on to the next crystal. Hold down the space bar, I can move. Let's just keep doing these. So good. Oh, one thing that will really make this pop. And see, we've already spent 10 minutes and only done one crystal. So I want to come in here. Little brush. I might even do this just with a normal brush because just something like this. And just take some white and just hit this just a little here, just like I want to be on one layer if I can. So get down back on layer 2, and I'm just going to hit this with like a little pop. I got to deselect. Because these are just little glints of light kind of catching. Okay. Option Shift R is clear. So let's try that again. Option Shift R. Oh, you know, it's because I'm not in a normal paintbrush. I'm in oil brushes. That's Option Shift R doesn't work. So, but I can just cut this out. Command X. There we go. All right. Moving along. L for lasso. Click. 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 I think I'm gonna do next to my purple. Come in with black. Come back down to the brush I had earlier. There's actually a history of brushes, so I can kind of get some from right there. Deselect. Cool. Next one, lasso. Boom, boom, boom. All right. B for brush, and with our red, let's come in with red, and let's go darker. Let's try this one. See, some of these brushes, and I kind of, that's one of the reasons I want to do this, is figure out which one of these brushes pick up what's there, and which ones don't. Running a little delay. See, this one's not blending in very good compared to what we had before. So let's see if we can undo that. I've got the top button set to undo. So just undo the back. Although I could just keep painting over it. I think the ones I was using earlier down here. What's Cracker Jack? Yeah, that's going to blend this in more. Interesting. We'll flip over and take the purple color. The finger command for that is X, actually. I don't need to. Leave the app. Finger commands. I don't like that either. But we had one real nice brush there for a second. I wish I remembered what it was. I guess I'll have to go back and watch the video and see which one I selected. It was Bristly Bob, I think. Okay, let's not get obsessed. Spacebar should give me my hand tool. Deselect. Command D, and then L for lasso. I'll come in. Here. And paint again. So let's see what we can do. We're going to go back to red. Get some of this bright red. B for brush, eyedropper, and then some of this dark purple stuff, and some of this medium red, something a little lighter. And there's some light passing through down here. I don't know. I mean, these are crystals, so like, you really can't go wrong. That was actually one of the things that made me want to do these little studies, is because no one's gonna be like, oh, that anatomy is wrong, or this doesn't look right. What were you thinking? There was a really cool brush that I've used a few times. So Bristly Bob, I can remember that one. Actually, I'm gonna, there's not really a very good way to organize these, which is really lame. But if you tag it with your initials, you can do a search for your initials and find all the brushes that you've used often and like. So that's my, hopefully that makes it worth watching tonight. So you wasted 30 minutes watching me paint, but you got one good tip out of it, hopefully. I don't see the one I'm looking for here. There was a palette knife. Oh, there it is, palette knife. And this usually gives me some good. It doesn't blend as well though. I like the Bristly Bob, and maybe we can try doing a painting each night with a different brush. But tonight, I think I like this one. I really would like this to be more intense and less muted, but so right now I'm getting lots of muted colors. Gotta move on though. We gotta move on quick. There's no way Oh, I got like 15 minutes. There's no way I'm gonna finish it. Okay. Next, lasso. Let's just do a big flat color here. Oops, I need it to be, where's the light coming from? I need it to be more like this color. Good. Deselect. L for lasso. Hide. Command H. And I'm going to do the same treatment with the whites here like I did earlier. And B for brush. Yeah. And then I got to get some of this color. Yeah. Spacebar. Bring it back down. Had a lot more kind of darks going on in this top one, but it's okay. They can all be a little different. It's okay. I think I kind of wish I had done the shading this way on that one, but let's move on. Lasso, lasso, and this one's gonna be dark. Brush. You know, if only Photoshop could memorize what it was I actually wanted to do and know which tool I wanted. If it was like had mental telepathy. Cool. And then we can come in with I wonder if I could just wand this. Nope. Let's see, turn up the tolerance to 30. Nope. That might be close enough though. Let me come in with my brush and change this to kind of this orientation. And then deselect. See, I like that so much better already. And then let's come back in with this brush that I had earlier. I should just leave it open so I can find it easy. And we'll go with white and make it smaller. If you use the close brackets, it will I think that's good. I don't want to go too crazy. I kind of want to add just like random little shines, you know, because I don't know. I don't know if the surface of these crystals are perfect. I think that's good. I might actually add a dark one. Make the brush a little bigger. Yeah. Might be a little weird, but we'll see what it looks like when I zoom out. I could see doing that here too. Like an anti-highlight. Well, I thought I was going to do this in 30 minutes, and there's no way I'm going to do it in 30 minutes. So let's see. Deselect, Command E to merge down, Command Shift N, make a new layer in case I need it. Come back to this layer. Let's zoom out a little. I mean, it looks pretty awesome, but it just doesn't look like I'm going to get it done. So let's do this. Let's paint the rest of it really fast. Okay, we've got a few crystals to kind of get us started. Maybe we just do the rest of them super fast. Can we do this whole painting in 5 minutes? I'm supposed to go to oops. Okay, let's add to this. So like shift helps me add. You know, this will either work really excellently or be a total disaster. No, I need to subtract. That's option. I need to get rid of this part that I didn't mean to have. All right, so let's do it. Got about 10 minutes. Should stop in 5 though. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's grab some red. Okay, I'm going to hide this. And we're going to come into the brush. And we're going to use the oil brush we had earlier. Let's use Bristly Bob. I'm kind of inclined to use, not Bristly Bob, but risky business, doing it like this. Risky business. Yeah, definitely losing the I feel like it looks better when I am lassoing it. I mean, part of it is being done. If it isn't done, see, now I could do that. I think I'm gonna have to do it as a. I think I need to do it with the sharp angles, because clearly I can't finish this in 5 minutes. So let's see. What can we do in 5 minutes? Let's come in on a layer down here, and we'll grab some gray, and we could paint this all in with gray. Take a minute to catch up to me. Now, I'm going to say, well, you already had it gray with the paper texture, but what I'm going to do is, I guess I could have just hit fill, but what we'll do is we'll put this on multiply. Let's see. Option delete should fill it in for me. Cool. And then I can put a new layer also on multiply, and I can kind of add where I want these shadows to be. And by switching between white and this color, so if I go D for default and then eyedropper this gray and then use X to switch back and forth, I can blend in this and make D for default, X, and then blend this in. D for default, X, blend this in. D for default, X. Yeah. And then if I come here to this layer where I put this stuff on, I should be able to Then I'm going to switch over to a normal brush, and this is going to allow me to paint in clear, which is Option Shift R. And I want to, actually I don't want to do that in clear, I want to do it in normal, because I want to paint in gray. And I want to be on normal mode, select this gray, and then just paint this out a little bit. Maybe at 60% is fine, maybe 40%, 10%. So I could do back to my whites. So let's see now, put this back on multiply mode. There. So that's a start. Maybe I'll do these crystals. I mean, I wanted to do something for Inktober, so maybe I'll finish this later, but I'm busy later, so I think this is all I'm going to do for now. So that was a quick 30-minute painting session, trying to emulate oils. See if I can find my mouse. It's disappeared. You know, when you have 4 screens. So we'll see if we can finish the crystals for day 1. Maybe we'll do 30 minutes a day and finish crystals by the end of the week. So I guess look back and see if we finish this up. I'm Dave, Treehouse. Have a good night. Bye.